One day, Emperor Akbar was practicing sword fighting in his palace. As he swung his sword, he accidentally cut his finger. Blood started dripping from the wound, and he winced in pain. Birbal, who was standing nearby, saw this and said, "Whatever happens, happens for good." Akbar was already in pain, and hearing this made him furious. "How can you say that?" he shouted. "I am hurt, and you are saying it is for good?" In his anger, Akbar ordered his soldiers to throw Birbal in prison. A few days later, Akbar decided to go hunting. He and his men rode deep into the forest, searching for prey. Suddenly, Akbar spotted a deer and started chasing it. In his excitement, he rode ahead of his soldiers and got separated from them. As he tried to find his way back, a group of tribal warriors captured him. They tied him up and took him to their village. Akbar tried to tell them who he was, but they didn't understand or care. They were preparing to sacrifice him to their god. Finally, the time of sacrifice came. Akbar was taken to the sacrifice altar, and just as the soldier was about to strike, one member spotted the king's injured finger. As per their custom, if any part is missing or injured, that person cannot be sacrificed. So they released him. Akbar breathed a sigh of relief and quickly made his way back to his palace. As soon as he returned, Akbar remembered Birbal's words, "Whatever happens, happens for good." If he had not injured his finger that day, he would have been sacrificed. Feeling guilty for imprisoning Birbal, Akbar immediately ordered his release. When Birbal came to court, Akbar apologized and told him everything that had happened. After listening to the story, Birbal smiled and said, "Your Majesty, I told you, everything happens for a reason. If you had not been hurt, you would not be alive today." Akbar nodded. "You are right, Birbal, but tell me, you also suffered because of my anger. How was that for good?" Birbal chuckled and said, "If I had not been in prison, I would have accompanied you on the hunt. And if I were with you, the tribals would have sacrificed me instead of you. Everything happens for a reason, even if we don't understand it at the moment. Sometimes what seems bad may actually be saving us from something worse. Sometimes we do not understand why things happen, but in the end, they might turn out for the best."